Hello students, myself Mahima Laharia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Pacific Chemistry Classes. Students, today I am going to explain you the basic concept of the valence shell and the valence electron. In this video I will also explain about what are the lone pair of electron. So here I have taken example of our sodium atom. The atomic number of the sodium is 11 and we will write the configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and the 3s1. So what is the outermost shell here? So sometimes a student are confused, they will say 3s, but what is the outermost shell? Outermost shell, if we talk about, I have already discussed in my previous video, shells are the orbits or the energy levels, and so if you see here it is 3s1. So students, in this the outermost shell is third, not the 3s, because s is the subshell. So if somebody is asking you what is the outermost shell in the sodium, so you have to say that it is the third outermost shell, or we can say it as a valence shells, and the number of electrons which is present in the outermost shell are the valence electrons. Means these electrons will take part in the bonding, either they will share, or either they will donate, or means they will lose the electrons to take part in the bonding. So we can define our valence shell as the outermost shell is known as the valence shell, and the electrons found in it are called as the valence electron. Means the electrons present in the outermost shell are termed as the valence electron, and this is the outermost shell. Means the shell number which we are writing in the electronic configuration, the last. So you can say that this 3 is your outermost shell in the case of the sodium. It will be different. Now let us see the example for the carbon. So if we write the configuration of the carbon, that is the atomic number is 6. So we will write 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0. So if somebody will say the outermost shell is what here, it is clearly visible now. Principal quantum number, this shell represents a principal quantum number. So outermost shell in the carbon is second, not 2pz1. Why 2pz0? Why? Because this p is the subshell, but we are asking about the shell, because this outermost shell is the valence shell also, and the electrons present in the outermost shells are the termed as the valence electrons. So how many valence electrons are there in the carbon? You can see this second is the outermost shell. The total number of electron will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. Whenever we are doing the bonding in the carbon, always we are taking the 4 electrons in the outermost shell, just like always you are making the 4 electron in the valence shell of the carbon. As there are 4 electron in the valence shell, we are taking only the 4 electron for the bonding. So now let us see the example of our chlorine. The atomic number of the chlorine is 17, and we will write the configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. So students, we can see that what is the outermost shell in the case of the chlorine? It is very clear. Third is the outermost shell. Means what is the n quantum number? This is the principal quantum number n. And so this 3 means जब तक आपका third shell completely filled नहीं होगा, it will be the outermost shell. The capacity of our p subshell is 6, but here you can see that there are 3px2, 3py2, 3pz1. So 1 can also come here, na? But so we can say that 3pz is not the outermost shell, it is the third. We will say 3 is the outermost, third is the outermost shell of the chlorine atom. So before understanding how we can't calculate the lone pair of electrons, it should be very clear what is the outermost shell. It is not 3pz, it is 3. The number third is this is also known as our principal quantum number, or we can say this is the valence shell or the outermost shell. So students, this our chlorine 1s2 is complete. First shell is completely filled. Second shell is also completely filled, but the third shell is having 1 electron less. So the valency of it will be again 1 here. So as we know that it will 1 electron only, means chlorine need 1 electron to complete its configuration toward the nearest noble gas, that is the argon. Now let us see what are our lone pair of electron. So as I already discussed, what are the valence shell? So what are the lone pair of electron? So it is a lone pair is an electron pair present in the outermost shell of an atom It is also called as a non-bonding pair of electron as they are not shared or bonded to another atom. So what are the lone pair? They are the pair of electrons which are present in the outermost shell of an atom. Outermost shell is also termed as our valence shell. So they are not taking part in the bonding. So they are also termed as the non-bonding electron pair. Generally we are representing them as a LP, lone pair, or sometimes they are also denoted as non-bonding electron pairs. So now let us see examples for the lone pair of electrons. These are the electron pairs which are present in the outermost shell of an atom. Pair hona chahiye, electron pair. So whenever you see a pair, so this is the lone pair. Now let us see in the case of nitrogen. So the atomic number of nitrogen is our 7. So when we write the configuration, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1 and 2pz1. Now you tell me what is the outermost shell here. So it is clear that outermost shell is 2 here, not 2pz or 2p. Okay, so जब तक आपका second shell completely filled नहीं है, it will remain the outermost shell. Now you see how many electron pair are there. Pair, you have to just see only the number of pair. So you can see this 1s2 is completed. We will not consider this. This is the inner shell. Outermost shell is the second. जब तक ये 2 number चल रहा है, it will be the outermost shell. So how many electron pair you find? This is single, this is single, this is single electron. But 2s2 is a pair. So this nitrogen atom having the atomic number 7 have the 1 electron pair, means this is the lone pair for the nitrogen is in 2s2 orbital. So just we will write it as a structure. So this is the lone pair of electron in nitrogen, and these 3 are our unpaired electron. This will take part in the bonding. So these are the valence electron we can say, but the number of unpaired electrons are 3 and the lone pair is 1. Now next example we can take for the oxygen. So for oxygen atomic number is 8, and when we will write the electronic configuration, it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, 2pz1. Again, what is the outermost shell in the oxygen? So it is second, means 2. जब तक 2 number चलेगा, it is the outermost shell until and unless all these orbitals are filled, occupied. So what is the number of pair you see? We will not see for the 1s2, leave it. Now how many pairs of electron are left? Only on 2s2 and 2px2. These are the single electrons. So how many lone pair of electrons will be there in oxygen? Only 2. So these are the 2 lone pair of electrons. They are not take part in the bonding. Only 2 electrons will take part in the bonding in the case of oxygen. So that's why they can make the double bonds. Okay, that is a different concept how the bonding takes place. Today only I am explaining the lone pair. So in oxygen, how many lone pair of electron will be there? 2 lone pair of electron. So but the important thing is that outermost shell, how many electron pair are there? That is the lone pair. So next example we can take for the fluorine atom. What is the atomic number of the fluorine? It is 9. So when we will write the configuration, it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1. So same here. Students, what is the outermost shell? Outermost shell is 2. Okay, तो जब तक ये 2 number complete नहीं fill होगा, we will say the outermost shell is the second. Now you see the pair. Leave this 1s2. Don't count this electron pair. Only you count the pair in the outermost shell. So in fluorine, the outermost shell is the second. So 1 pair, 2 pair and the 3 pair. So how many lone pair of electrons you find in this fluorine? 3 lone pair of electron. So students, in case of nitrogen, the number of lone pair of electron is 1. In oxygen, it is 2 lone pair, and in your fluorine atom 3 lone pair of electron. Only 1 electron is unpaired in the case of the fluorine that will take part in the bonding. आगे in some videos I will try to explain the bonding also. So you can see this nitrogen makes the triple bond. यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन के पास 2 unpaired electron है, it can form 1 sigma 1 pi, and the fluorine they form mostly the single bond as there is only 1 electron. Now let me say one more thing, that if we see a group, for example, we have taken the group 15, 16 and the 17. This is the nitrogen family, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and the bismuth, and this is the oxygen family, and this is the our halogen family. So when we see the lone pair of electron in the group, the number of lone pairs will be the same in the group when we move from the top to bottom. So you can see the nitrogen have the one lone pair of electron, then the phosphorus will also have the one lone pair of electron, arsenic and our antimony and bismuth. Similarly, in the oxygen family also, the number, as we know, the order of electronic configuration is same, valency is same in the group. So similarly, the number of our lone pair will also be the same. So in the oxygen family, all member, oxygen, sulfur, selenium and our tellurium, polonium will all have the two lone pair of electron. Similarly, in our halogen family, it is very important because whenever we are studying our hybridization and all, we always mostly take the example of our sometimes we are taking IF7, sometimes we are taking our BCl2 or our fluorine. So you have to remember the number of lone pair of electrons remains the same in the group. So all the halogens, they will have the three lone pair of electrons in their outermost shell. So I hope the concept of the lone pair is clear to you all. So this lone pair concept is very helpful to explain our VSE pair theory, as well as when we are talking about the coordinate bond. So next I will try to explain the coordinate bond. Thanks for watching the video. Just if you want to take the screenshot, you can take the screenshot from the beginning and